Have you ever noticed how some people seem to attract good things? Opportunities find them, doors open for them, they have a peace about their future, even when things look uncertain. It's not that they are lucky, it's not that they work harder than everyone else. It's something deeper, it's a mindset, it's using grace to activate an abundance mindset. And here's the truth I want to plant in your heart today. You were designed for abundance, not just enough, not just surviving, but abundance. Now, when I say abundance, I'm not just talking about money, I'm talking about abundance of joy, abundance of peace, abundance of creativity, abundance of love, abundance of ideas, abundance of influence, abundance of impact. And the key that unlocks all of this is grace. See, most people operate from a scarcity mindset. They look at what they don't have, they look at the economy, they look at their past, they look at their limitations, and they shrink their vision to match their circumstances. But grace doesn't work that way. Grace doesn't look at what you have, grace looks at who you belong to. The ancient writings tell us something powerful. In Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 13, it says, "The Lord will make you the head, not the tail. You will always be at the top, never at the bottom." That's not a promise for a select few. That's the original design. That's abundance mindset language. You were created to lead, not to struggle, to influence, not to fade into the background. But here's what holds most people back. They try to earn it. They strive for it. They work themselves exhausted trying to make abundance happen. And that's where grace changes everything. Grace is unearned favor, is unearned access, is unearned abundance. It's a free gift that you didn't qualify for, but it was already deposited in your spirit before you took your first breath. Think about the story in 2 Kings chapter 4. A widow came to the prophet Elisha. She had nothing but a small jar of oil. Her situation looked hopeless. Death, desperation, scarcity screaming in her face. But the prophet didn't tell her to go get a job. He didn't tell her to try harder. He told her to gather empty vessels, as many as she could find, and start pouring. And here's the miracle. The oil didn't stop until the vessels ran out. Do you see what happened? The abundance wasn't in her pantry. It wasn't in her bank account. It wasn't in her circumstances. The abundance was in the oil. And the oil, that's a picture of grace. It kept flowing, not because she deserved it, not because she earned it, but because she positioned herself to receive it. The only limit to her miracle, the number of empty vessels. How many empty vessels are you bringing today? How much room are you making for abundance? Are you walking around with small thinking, limited expectations, scarcity speaking? Or are you gathering vessels, expanding your vision, stretching your faith, making room for grace to overflow? The Apostle Paul wrote something revolutionary in 2 Corinthians chapter 9 verse 8. He said, "God is able to bless you abundantly, so that in all things at all times, having all that you need, you will abound in every good work." Did you catch the language? All things, all times, all that you need, every good work. That's not scarcity. That's not barely getting by. That's abundance hardwired into your spiritual DNA. But notice the purpose, so that you will abound in every good work. Abundance isn't just for you to feel comfortable. It's for you to be a conduit. It's for you to bless others. It's for you to create jobs, to fund dreams, to lift people up, to make a difference. When you understand grace, you stop grasping and start giving. You stop worrying and start wondering. You stop calculating and start creating. Because grace shifts your mindset from "I don't have enough" to "I am enough." From "I can't afford that" to "I am connected to an unlimited source." From "it's too late" to "my best days are ahead." Proverbs 10 verse 22 puts it this way: "The blessing of the Lord brings wealth, and he has no trouble with it." Abundance without anxiety. Prosperity without pain, increase without insomnia. That's grace-generated abundance. It doesn't keep you up at night worrying how you'll keep it. It doesn't make you greedy or fearful. It flows freely, and it flows through you freely. So how do you activate this abundance mindset today? 3 simple shifts. First, stop measuring by what you see. Your current bank account, your current connections, your current opportunities, they are not the final say. Grace always has more. Second, start thanking for what you have. Gratitude is the atmosphere where abundance grows. When you thank God for small things, you make room for big things. Third, give something away. It sounds backwards, but abundance multiplies when you release it. Give a compliment, give your time, give a resource, give a smile. When you prove you can be a channel, grace trusts you with more. Malachi chapter 3 verse 10 says, "Test me in this, says the Lord Almighty, and see if I will not throw open the floodgates of heaven and pour out so much blessing that there will not be room enough to store it." Floodgates, not drips, not trickles. Floodgates. That's grace language. That's abundance mindset language. You were not created to live small. You were not created to constantly struggle. You were created to be a vessel of grace. You were created to overflow. You were created to be the head and not the tail. You were created to have more than enough, so you can be more than enough for someone else. This week, I want you to walk with a new posture. Head up, hands open, heart expectant. Don't let scarcity talk you out of what grace has already paid for. You have unearned favor. You have unlimited access. You have the grace to activate abundance. Go gather your empty vessels. The oil is still flowing. So, beloved friends, partners, families, enable to subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so whenever I post, you'll be the first to view it, because grace makes you unique. I'll see you next time. Stay blessed.